Hello.
It's autumn. Time to harvest. Ah, look at that. And we got 2 piglets. You get notifications like this in between seasons when you have gotten new animals, when new animals have been born. It's a new thing in the game, and it's very handy. It's nice to know. Oh, and apparently it's a windy day today. Check the traps, as usual. And speak to the wife. Where's the wife? There she is.
Greetings, my love.
The village is slowly developing.
Our village
Have
is
a good
running
day.
trouble-free so far, she says. Good to know. So, what have we got to do this autumn? Well, we have this quest to give Posnamir 70 beetroot, and our beetroot is ready to collect. And I haven't worked out the exact ratio of field plots to what you get out of it. And it's influenced by skills. There are skills that'll give you more, but we ended up with 200 beetroot. And I think we had 16 plots. So you can do the math on that. Let me go dump these in the food storage. And we'll go to town and give some to Posnamir a bit later. Let me just make sure it's good, especially if you've got quest-related things, to go into management and then go over to demands and check beetroot, for example. I could let them eat this. I mean, I only need 70, and I will let them eat it. But for now, I'm going to leave it uneaten. 200 sitting in there. For the future, we've also got beetroot seed if we want to plant beetroot again at some point. So let's go look at beetroot seed. We've got 34, which is not a lot, but we'll keep it. Can't hurt. And we can start gathering cabbage. Now, what we're going to do with most of this cabbage is make it into fertilizer. And you can do that either by just dropping it on the ground, as we've done before, or you can put it in the compost bins. We built compost bins last season for exactly this reason. And they're close to the fields, so it's easy to drop off stuff. And you just go in there and throw all of it in. You only get 150 in each one, but that turns into a lot of rot, which turns into a little fertilizer. I'll let her do that field. Now, when she harvests cabbage, because cabbage is directly food, you don't have to process it or do anything else with it, she will put it in the food storage. So I can go over to the food storage later and pick it up and put it in the compost. But the compost is actually going to be very full very quickly. In fact, probably when I go dump what I'm carrying now, all of the compost bins will be full. Probably. Let's see. Oops, I don't want the broadleaf plantain, I want the cabbage. So that one's full, and this one's full. So all 3 of those are full. I should probably build more of those, actually. Maybe get 6 going. But Let's just keep harvesting for now. Yeah, cabbage is funny. First of all, we will also be using cabbage. We want it in our food storage because we will be using it to make pottage. We talked about that last season. Pottage is a good source of food for villagers. Oh, and I am over encumbered. Okay, so we'll just drop that bit of cabbage there and run to the food storage. I'm still kind of back and forth. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I turned last episode. I turned unlimited weight capacity off so that I have more realistic situation like you do when you're playing. Where did that cabbage go? Ah, there it is. Wait, no. Huh. I dropped a cabbage, now I can't find it. I'll find it in a sec, once I've got all of this field harvested. It may have also just rolled away. Yeah, it looks like maybe it just rolled away. Hello, cabbage? I'm going to spend all episode hunting for a dropped cabbage. Am I just not seeing it? It seems to have really completely disappeared. Normally you can see it on the ground. It looks like a cabbage, even though I dropped a bunch of them. It should just look like a cabbage lying on the ground. Oh well, we'll worry about that later, if ever. Continue gathering cabbage. Yeah, we can use cabbage for food. We can use it simply as food itself. But it has a pretty low, it has 5 food value, which is not that useful. We can also use it for cooking for other food as an ingredient, which is what we're going to do with making pottage. Let's go drop these off and we can start the kitchen already making pottage. And we can use it for fertilizer. You can also sell it. It doesn't sell for a lot. You see it says 3, which means 1.5. You get 1.5 when you sell it. But when you're talking about the what we have now, the 769 cabbages, we haven't even finished harvesting. That's a lot of. It adds up. So that would be 1,500-ish coin. So we might sell some of it because we've got a lot. We're going to have too much very soon. Why am I doing this? Because I've got someone else doing it. There are still things to level and unlock with farming. And certainly harvesting is the quickest and easiest part of farming. So I don't mind doing a bit of this myself. Nice bracing morning work. Let's see if we can get production kitchen. Oh, we don't have anyone in the kitchen. Who is productive? So we can always do this. I often do this just to... So on console, it's holding the right stick. And this sorts this list by... In this case, I want production descending. so that I've got the most production. Oh, sorry. I've got the best people for production at the top of the list. So, Milan. Do I need a hunter? I don't need a hunter right now because I've got tons of... Yeah, I'm going to put Odolan in the kitchen. And then I'm going to assign in the kitchen, he should be making pottage. Because it uses meat, which we have, wooden bowls, which we have, and cabbage, which we have. I might also put them on... I'll just put these on, but I'm not going to actually turn them up right now. So I'm going to turn this up. And he'll be making 4 a day. Now if we go into demand and look at pottage, we see that it has a value of 40. So 4 a day makes 160. Food demand is 240, which is higher than that, obviously. So let's see how we could otherwise improve that and cover our food demand every day. So if I turn him down to exactly 4, or as close to exactly 4 as I can get, he can also make meat. Meat doesn't give that much, it gives 12 a day, so that's 24. The other thing, I might actually just leave it on 4.48 pottage a day. That's fine for now. And we'll deal with our food demand in another way. Yeah, I want to drop off some cabbages. Now, as his Odolan, the cook, as his skill increases, and as his mood increases, he will be doing better at all of this stuff. So he should be over here in a minute. Oh, he's over in the mine, I think. It's going to take him a little while to walk over here. But I've said it before, even though he is technically walking over here, like if we looked around in the world right now, we would see him and he would be walking over here. He is in the background, magically, already producing pottage. That's how every job works, except farming. Your farmers actually do need to do the work visibly in the world. If they have a long way to walk to get to work, they are not working while they are walking. Miners can magically work while they're walking, but farmers do not. So let's go drop off some more cabbages. Got tons and tons of cabbages. Got 1,500 cabbages roughly. So we've got, let me just check. We've got some extra pigs now, which is awesome. We've got the pigsty, we've got someone in there and she is producing manure. We've got, have we got someone in the barn producing fertilizer? Yes. Yes, we do. Okay, so she's producing fertilizer. She's producing, or she's using 58 manure a day, and the pigsty is producing 50. So if we want those to match, they don't have to, but if you want them to match, you can turn one of these down until it matches. So it's using 47 manure a day. Can turn it up a little bit. It's using 48, so that will leave us, because the pigsty is producing 50 a day. Having the barn using 48 a day means we'll always be a little bit ahead. We'll be about 2 manure ahead all the time. And we get 24 fertilizer a day, which is not that much. This will change dramatically when we have more pigs, more grown pigs. If we look over here, we only have 3 grown pigs. Piglets do not produce manure, or I think they don't produce any, but if they do, that's not very much. But grown pigs produce it, so eventually I think we can have 6 total, if I remember correctly. And they will be producing a lot. So let's get all of these cabbages finished. I'm stealing cabbages out from under Alina, my farmer lady. So the cabbages are done harvesting them. And she's going to go over and start fertilizing the field, which is cool. Call Bill, the donkey. Put away the cabbages. So I've got 1,500 cabbages. I'll probably sell those as well. And I've got some meat that can go in there, and I can take all of this roasted meat for myself. So we want to go to town. We want to finish this quest with 70 beetroot. We can also sell this cherry juice. Don't need it in our food storage. See, now that we've taken that out, we can go to demand and we can turn on, if I can find it, we can turn on beetroot. I think it's further down. Yeah, there it is. Turn this on and all of a sudden we have 650 food. So our villagers are going to be fine for a little while as far as food goes. I also noticed that we have... we have no worker. I always forget to do this. When you take someone out of a building where they did have assignments, you need to turn the assignments off or down to 0 anyway. Otherwise, you're always going to get a notification that something's missing. And that notification just went away. Check traps. So our dude Odolan has trekked over from the mines. The thing they're doing in their building, like the thing that you see them doing, the animation, is not related to the assignments. So pottage is here, right? It's in the cauldron, and he's standing here baking. That doesn't mean anything. They bake or roast meat or whatever as an animation, but that's not what's really going on. So now that I've got 6 fields, which is 300 plots, and this is weird. They fertilized a spot here, and a spot here, and there. That is very strange. I don't know how that happened. Usually they go in lines like she's doing now. Anyway, I might actually put another... Let's sort by farming. And we've got... Yeah, our farmers are in kind of the spots they should be. Mojmila is working in the pigsty. She is collecting manure so that we have fertilizer, and we need that. Vladislava is in the barn, and she is turning the manure into fertilizer, which we need. We've only got one farmer in the field, but that's okay for now. I can help her out and speed things up later. She's got the whole season to get all of this stuff done, and the harvest is already done. What do we think? So for now, we're going to let her farm. What are we carrying? We have 72 simple tunics that we can sell for 275 each. We're going to do that for sure. We've got 70 beetroot, which we can turn in for our quest. We've got carrying a bunch of stuff we don't need to be carrying. So cabbage seed can all go in there. Everything else can go in the resource storage up here. Feathers and fur and log and sticks. The cherry juice we want. These tools don't really matter much. Yeah. And we could take... Yeah, I might grab as much cabbage as we can carry. Because we're only really using the cabbage for either raw food.
Onward!
Come on, Bill. I'm going to ride Bill into the food storage. If I can.
Onward!
Yeah, come on, Bill. There we go.
Giddy up!
So, I definitely don't need that much cabbage. Beetroot is taking care of the food for right now, and will for a while. And then they'll start eating pottage. Once they probably are already eating pottage. It just disappears as quickly as it's being produced. So I'm going to take some excess cabbage. Let's call it excess cabbage. Let's go 100 kilos of cabbage, roughly. And we can just give it to Bill. And Bill is not even close to overloaded yet, which is nice. And I can partially overload myself. I think I can go up to 110 now. Yeah, exactly. So I can overload myself and get on Bill. Ooh, what is that door doing?
Move on!
Okay. So Alina is farming. Everybody else is doing their jobs. I'm going to ride into town. I will see you in Piastovia. Here we are, back at town. So I definitely want to sell all these cabbages as quickly as possible because they're loading me down. So let's go over to...
The taxes here are incredibly high.
It's sometimes a bit funny. People don't go to their jobs in town until you turn up. So even though it's kind of the middle of the day, nobody's actually working yet. This is Posnamir. First of all, the beetroot quest. We can give him beetroots. And he's talking to himself. Cabbage. What rhymes with cabbage? Package, adage, baggage. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have the beetroots? I do. The question is, do you still need them, or would you rather pursue a career as a poet? Well, I need these rhymes for work. I thought that if I came up with some funny poems about my wares, many more people are going to come and buy them.
Only today. One for the price of two.
My son, Raskinyu, gave me this idea. The boy has quite an imagination. Maybe you could help me a little. Maybe you should find a bard or someone like that, but I'll try to do my best. Great, let's start with onions. Onions have layers. They're great for all players. All right, the next one. Buy from me an egg. It won't cost you an arm and a leg. You're doing great. Now the last one. Once you eat my bread, you'll feel like a newlywed. Thank you for your help. So what do you think about this idea? I don't think it's going to change anything. No, I'll just tell them it's great. Good to be encouraging. That's great. I hope people are going to like them. Thank you once again for your help, and please come back to see how my business is going. I'll sure do, but I believe everything is going to turn out great. So, I gave him his beetroot, and now I have to wait for next season.
Oh, it's you again.
But he also, because it's a new season, he also has money again. So I'll sell him the cherry juice, and I'll sell him all of the cabbages I'm carrying. And I'll sell him 2 simple tunics. Now he's broke, or close to broke.
Want to see my ware? See you soon.
I do not want to see your wares. I just sold
How
you
can I help you?
a lot of your wares. Oops, I sold him broadleaf plantain. I didn't want to do that, but it was only one. Doesn't matter. I can sell him 4 simple tunics.
Best. Have a good day.
We go over to Unislava.
Oh, it's you.
Our buddy Unislava, and we can sell her 3 tunics.
Can I interest you and see you around?
We're going to bankrupt the entire market
Oh, it's
just selling tunics. This is how money in this game works.
whatever you take care.
What can I...
You sell her some tunics, even though she's the clothing lady.
Best prices in the area. It
Best
was
prices
nice
in the
seeing
area. You're going to need good prices
How do you
because
do?
you're now broke.
Best good. Good luck.
Okay, so that's all of the merchants in this market. Go over and find... Where is Barlam? Barlam is the
Secrets.
bar guy. Oh, he's buying weapons for some reason. Hi,
Oh, it's
Barlam. What you always wanted is some tunics. I'm sure.
Can I? In good luck.
So that's basically all of the merchants in Piastovia.
Kid peed in my laundry because he overheard someone claiming that it's good for clothes. So I had to wash them once again. How do you do?
I'm doing pretty good, Markislav. I need some stuff.
So-
Let's see, what do we need? If we go to management, buildings, and we open the farm shed storage, we see what we want to plant next is rye. And we want to plant 650 fields. So we need 300 rye grain, and we have 200. So we need to buy 100. Fertilizer, we don't have much there, but we can also check in our resource storage. Excuse me. in our resource storage, we have 47. So we're pretty low. That was 60, 70. So we need 230 to be able to do all of our fields. That's going to be expensive. And he doesn't have that
Hello
much.
there.
I'm almost certain. So we wanted rye grain, 100. And fertilizer, probably everything he has. Start with the manure, that'll get us 42 fertilizer. And we'll buy all of this as well. We have the money for it.
Best good luck.
So we have to call Bill over. Come here, Bill.
Just browsing.
Damn it. Come on, Bill. Okay, so we're too weighed down. So I'm going to drop all of that fertilizer and just leave it there for a sec. And give him the manure and the rye grain. And I'm going to take his cabbage. And I can sell that cabbage to Markislav now because we just bought a bunch of stuff from Markislav. So.
Best good. Have a nice day.
So, let's see. If we take the fertilizer, I'm not completely overloaded now. So the other thing I was thinking I want to do, which actually helps for you watching,
Oh, it's you again.
is buy some potions of night vision. Because that will help. I'll also buy all of her potions of instant healing and stamina and strength, because the potion of night vision is handy, because if it gets late and we can't really see on the recording I'm doing, it's handy to
Solo. See you around.
to lighten things up a bit, which is what the potion of night vision does. I might also check the notice board. Copper knives, 4 logs, pigeons. I hate hunting birds. Linen fabric, we can't really do this season. But certainly copper knives we could do. Logs, but it doesn't really give us much. I think I'm not going to take any of those quests right now. See what it looks like next season. The other thing is we can check, I forget, how are our houses looking? This one has 1 man in it. So we could recruit a woman, preferably with some farming skill, put her in that house with him. So let's see how these guys look. Wow, she's got 4 skills at 3. It's all women right now. Okay, we're definitely recruiting Roberta. So, we want to go over here. We want to add Roberta to a house. There's only one that we can add her to. We want to give her a job. mainly in the farm shed. And she should be good for now. So she's going to walk back to the village. We're going to take the quicker method, Bill. I'll see you back in the village. And here we are back in our village. I've got a few things to drop off. Firstly, fertilizer. And we've also got rye grain we can take and manure. Put the rye grain in here. I'll take the manure, and we're a little tight on fertilizer for this season. So I'm actually going to go down and manually gather some from the donkeys. Bill hasn't been in here, I don't think, even once, but it still magically appears on the floor. So we've got 104 total. Let's see if we can get past the pigs. And pick all this up. And we've got a little piglet lying there. We should name him. No, we should not name him. We might turn him into bacon later. No, we're not going to turn him into bacon. There's one piglet, another piglet. So we should be good on fertilizer soon. I think it takes a year for a piglet to become a proper manure producing pig. I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think basically they are semi-useless for a year and then they become useful. So I'm putting this fertilizer all in here, and we've only got 217 fertilizer, and we've got one extra manure. I'll put that in the barn. But I'm hoping that while our two ladies are working in the fields, they will be, our other two ladies, I think it's two ladies, will be producing fertilizer. And I hope that it will be enough. We'll see.
I would have a couple of suggestions for improving life in our settlement.
Yeah, you say that, but you never actually give me suggestions. So, make a new rabbit trap. Always good to keep those going, because it's almost free hunting experience. The wife is already in bed. I guess she's tired because she's pregnant, which makes sense. From everything I've heard, pregnancy is hard work. Big respect to all the mothers out there. So it's almost nighttime. I was actually thinking about doing some night farming, perhaps. No, I think I'll just go to bed. My wife's in bed. I should probably join her. Have a drink, brush the teeth, and off to bed. Always good to talk to the wife every day.
How do you do?
Thank you. She gave me some roasted meat. What's on your mind? Today might be the busiest day I've ever had in my life. I have so much work to do that I can hardly see straight. Isn't it amazing?
So long.
Yeah, so we've got a hard-working wife. Always good when you're running a farming village, I suppose. So they are going to be good for a while. They've got already enough fertilizer to do 4 fields, which is great. And one of the fields is already done, so they've probably got enough to do 4.5. Our pigs are lazy, but that's fine. They're pigs.
Giddy up!
I think it makes sense for us. Well, first of all, I want to make some more tools for farming. I want to make some hoes. And just to make sure that they don't run out this season. And we'll see how we go from there. I always forget exactly what I need to make various things. If I look in the anvil, bronze tools, the hoe is 1 log, so I'm going to make 2 of them. So let's grab 2 logs. Oh, wait a sec. We've got more fertilizer in here, don't we? We've got 50 in here. Yeah, so we're actually doing pretty good for fertilizer. We only need 50 more by the end of the season. And then we've got enough. Which is great. We're going to be able to farm what we need. And I think it was under bronze bar for a hoe. Yep. Oh, why can we only make 2? Did I only get 2 logs? That's okay. That means we've got 3 because we've already got 1 in the box. That is certainly enough for 1 season. We can put that bronze bar back. And we can put the hose in here. Everything you get for, or everything you make, tools for your villagers can go in the resource storage, and they can pull it out from there. We're okay for money right now. We've got almost 8,000, which is pretty nice. We might wanna... Let's see what tools we have. I almost always ride my donkey into the resource storage because it's useful for loading up when you need to carry a whole bunch of heavy things. Tin, have we got tin, anything in here? No. That's fine. Got a little manure. I'm also going to take some leather and make some simple bags for our farmers. So they've got bags, they've got hose. Oh, it turns out we already had 2 bronze hose in there. So they've got lots and lots of hose, lots and lots of bags. They should be good for the season.
Here!
Wait a sec. What else am I carrying? I've got some meat from the... I've still got a ton of simple tunics to sell. Maybe... There's a couple of things. We want to increase our number of villagers. If not this season, then next season at the latest. So I might actually look up here, because we've got this house up here that we started building a bit. And I might... Let's see, do we have anything in Bill's inventory? No. Okay. So... We've got stone like this on the ground, or rock. You can't build on it. So it blocks building. Stumps like this block building. So I'm curious what I can build up here at, if anything. I don't know. I might have to get Bill out of the way, because Bill also blocks building. These things that I'm picking up, the stones on the ground and the saplings and the sticks, they don't block building. I'm just doing it to sort of get a clear view. So, if I want to build houses... Now, there's different ways to think about houses. Simple small house is enough for a couple and one child. A simple house is enough for a couple and two children. Generally, it's not a bad idea to build the slightly larger one, because it will last, it will get you more villagers, because your villagers will produce children, and if they're producing two children, that is, of course, more villagers. However, I'm not going to worry about that right now. And I'm going to try and put down a normal, or a beginner simple small house, because I want to get as many houses in here in between the trees as I can, and you can't do that with the bigger houses. They are really hard to fit between the trees. Oh, there we go. There's a spot. So, if we keep our hammer out, we can see where we've put these things. I'm thinking I might put down 2 houses over here. I might be able to get 1 in here if I... If I get rid of this stump, I might be able to get 1 more house in here. Yep. Let's go, Bill.
Let's go!
Yeah, let's go. So, other than this original little settlement, this courtyard I've built, and these places I'm building up in the trees, I probably do want to stick to medium houses from now on. Just because, like I said, you do get much better numbers out of the larger houses, you end up with enough villagers that it will actually replace villagers when they start dying. Now, all of that is a very long-term thing. We are about 30 in-game years away from villagers dying. So basically not something we need to worry about at all. What was I doing? I was getting a shovel. I'll take a wooden shovel. Yeah, but the prevailing wisdom, so to speak, is that using the medium houses, which I think are actually just called simple house. You got simple small house, you got simple house, and then you've got house, which is the biggest one. The biggest one also only holds a couple and 2 children. It's just bigger, more prestigious, I suppose. So not that stump, this stump. And then we can take out our hammer and see about a simple small house right in here somewhere. Whoop. There we go. So we've got a little settlement of 3 houses. I'm gonna put the doors in places where they're all kind of facing each other. And we can go get a bunch of logs. Come on, Bill. Let's go. So these are all houses up on stilts, which means they don't need any stones in the foundation. It's all logs. So to start with, I'm just going to get a whole bunch of logs. Whoop, where am I going? Start with, I'm just going to get a whole bunch of logs. And let's see. We don't need the wooden shovel. We don't need... Well, I'm not going to worry about weight right now. Often when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I will dump everything I can just to get as much in my inventory as possible. Whoops, what am I doing? This is Bill, not the inventory. So I'm going to give Bill all of those logs. And get rid of the feathers and the fur. And the sticks. And the stone for now. And just concentrate on logs. Make sure we have enough. I could squeeze in a couple more. I think I won't need them. But as you can see, things are going slow because Bill is overloaded as well. And I'm starving, or Bogush is starving. So it's always better to overload yourself rather than your donkey. So I'm going to take as many logs as I can. Okay, we unlocked a food storage 2. We must have unlocked that by villager action. So as your villagers are working, that does affect the technology points. You earn technology points for things that your villagers are doing. And occasionally you'll just get these unlocks out of nowhere in the background. because your villagers have been doing something. So we can see the plots where these are going to go. I'm going to put Bill right in between. Take out our hammer and start getting rid of some logs. So let's look at this. So we want the door of this one on this side as well. So let's just change this door into a window for now, so that we can put a door over here. Whoops. And now you can see that I'm stuck. Good to know, there is an unstuck in the menu, and that just moves you to somewhere where you can get unstuck. Be not stuck. So this door can also just make it into a window for the moment. I don't want a door right on the front of this house. I think I'll put it here. This time I'll move out of the way. There we go. So you've got a door which will have a path coming down here. This one there. That one's already got a door. Yeah, it's good. I like it. So, just get rid of the logs that we have. Go to Bill and get more logs. Not too many logs though. So Bill's our portable log servant. And oh man, I did a really stupid thing. Damn it. I want to change all of these to stone, of course. That's the really stupid thing I did. Oh well. So, those are all stone now. Now I can put logs in. I lost some logs because you only get 50% back when you destroy things. If you have the skill, Master of Destruction. Yeah, you get 50% of resources back. So I just lost some resources. Luckily I noticed it before I went too terribly far. But these things happen. Obviously. And let's not make the same mistake again. That's a stone wall with a door. That's a stone window with a door. And let's do the rest of these as just walls. So I like to, when you're building a bunch of things, so now we're out of logs. When you're building a bunch of things, I like to get one thing done. So in this case, it's logs. Get all the logs banged in to start with. And because you're going to be running back and forth a lot. So now this place needs no more logs. And I think this place I've also got, you can see the green. That means there are some logs put in. So both of these places are good for logs. Now we need straw and stone and a little bit of sticks. So we can ride back down and get those. Oh man, I'm looking forward to the... I know I keep saying it, but I'm looking forward to the trees coming back. It's going to look so much nicer. So let's get rid of the remaining logs and get straw. I think it's 8 per panel, and there are 4 panels. So that's 32, and it's 64. So let's just take 100 because it doesn't weigh much. And I'm not sure I added that all up correctly. Let's take all the stone for now, just to see how much we can put on Bill and how much we can take ourselves. Let's put 130 on Bill and get rid of the excess for ourselves. We can take 110-ish. Yep.
Yeah.
So this should be enough to do the whole roof for sure, and maybe the walls. But I think we might be short of stone a bit for the walls. Come on, Bill. Get moving. Bill's suffering. No, hopefully he's not suffering, but he's working hard. Put it that way. All right, Bill. You can take a rest. All right. Get rid of some of this stone. And we can do the roof. It's strange. It totally doesn't make any difference, obviously, because it's a game. But I really like doing the roof first. Just that the rest of what you're building is protected from rain. So we're out of stone. Can do the roof on this one. What? Oh, I missed one log on the roof. But we have more stone on Bill, so we can get all of the walls done, which is cool. I generally build from inside. It just kind of makes everything easier to see. So we need one log for the building inside, and we need one log to make another hammer. So let's just take one tree here. And make another hammer. We're going to need some sticks inside for building as well. Sometimes when there's rock around, it blocks what you're trying to pick up. Like this. We need to put our hammer in the 6 slot. Get that roof done. And we're done. Not quite yet, but now we're done with 2 new houses. Let's get Bill out of the way. I might put a little path down to connect the houses and connect them to the road. So that's down to the road. You want to be careful when you're putting down paths like this. They clear out bushes and things. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's exactly what you want. Sometimes you'd rather that something was still there. You can also use them. They can be a useful way of clearing bushes that you don't want there. And then you can destroy the road afterwards. And they will mostly stay gone. Like if you want to knock down some big bushes or something, it's not a bad way to do that. But I'm knocking it down right now because I realized. Also, it's good to put your hammer in destruction mode. So normally, you take your hammer out, it looks like this. And if you switch over to destroy, that's left trigger and then destroy. You can see these lines where, for example, roads you put down are, or buildings or whatever. And one of our guys is walking around. And then you can see exactly where you can or can't put, for example, a road. So what I really wanted was this road to come more down this way, because I think that's a much more natural way that people would be walking. And we might even want another path going from up here around this way, because that's the way that everyone would walk to work. But we'll leave that for now. That's fine.
I'm parched.
Bogus is parched. If you want your roads to look really smooth, like you might have noticed that those look a little bit janky. Everything in this game is kind of built on a grid based on the cardinal points of the compass. So north, south, east, west. And if you look at the fields can only be placed on a north, south, east, west grid, right? So they go straight north. If you look at the compass up the top, they go straight north, and they are aligned then east, west, and north, south. Everything else works maybe a little bit better. Well, especially roads work a little bit better if you put them that way. So this road looks pretty straight if you look at it. This is a road that was already built in the game, and it's going straight west at this point. My road looks maybe a little janky because it's sort of a southwest angle. None of this bothers me, personally, but it might bother you. And if it does, try and align all your roads to go north, south, east, west using the compass. But we have 2 new houses that we could put people in. So we're gonna name them Forest 2 and Forest 3. And we might wanna look. So Courtyard is 4 houses that are good for people who are farming. And Forest is better for people who are doing anything else. So Milagost is a miner. Roberta is a farmer. I'm going to remove Roberta there. And we have a lumberjack and an animal breeder. I'm going to remove the lumberjack there. And put a lumberjack in that house. And why did I take the farmer out of? That's weird. What was I thinking? Huh. Okay, I did that a little bit stupid. So this is our house. This is an animal breeder, a farmer and a cook. That's fine. A miner and a barn worker. So I'm going to remove the miner. Here we've got a miner. Here we've got a lumberjack. Here we've got a miner. They're all living by themselves. And whoops. And the only person who is homeless at the moment is a female farmer. Oh, and she can't go in any of the courtyard houses, which is a bit stupid. So animal breeder, that's already a couple, and that's a woman. Well, I'll put her in with Milagost. It's not too far from the farm. It's that house there, which is pretty close. That's fine for now. That is fine for now. Nobody is too terribly far away from their work. Everybody's hanging out around fire. That is very nice. Love to see it. And Amelia is also being social. Let's sit down with Amelia for a minute. One thing I keep meaning to do, from the traps I'm carrying a lot of meat, and I would like that meat to be dried meat. So I want to get up here. Probably should extend this path so that it goes around to the hunter's hunting lodge. Anyway, I'm gonna dry some meat, which is better food for me, just because it lasts longer. Also, now that we've got carrying capacity,
Onward!
unlimited carrying capacity turned off, I need to remember to empty my inventory. Requires a little more inventory management than before. So let's see, is Bill carrying anything? Yes, he's got a lot of stones. And we've got a lot of other stuff. Let's just get rid of everything. And we've got a bunch of roasted meat we don't need. Bill.
Move on.
And I can trot on over to the food storage. By the way, I can also, now that I remember to actually buy it, I can pop a potion of night vision. And you can see what I'm doing at night. So, drop that in there for our people. If we look at management, we have 506 food out of 270 demand. It may be confusing sometimes when you put someone in the kitchen, like I did, and you give them a job to make pottage. I did that, and they are making pottage, but I'm probably never going to see pottage in here because as soon as they make one, it gets eaten because it's the highest priority food that's on the list. It's a higher priority than cabbage or roasted meat or beetroot. So you don't have to worry. It might just not be turning up because it's being used, which is what you want. I'm gonna join Amelia in bed in just a sec. Put that away. Yeah. Everything's good. Good night, Bill the donkey. And good night, Amelia. And good morning, Amelia.
Greetings, my love.
Greetings, my love. How's our little kingdom doing? Everything is going smoothly. Cool.
Have a good day.
You too. I think it might be time to upgrade some things. These buildings down here, these houses, are all wattle. And wattle is the worst kind of housing. Also, if we look in technology, we have resource storage, woodshed, simple house, excavation shed. But we've also unlocked the resource storage 2, which is an upgrade. It doubles the capacity of our resource storage. And we also have in farming, we've got a number of things we haven't built. We haven't built a goose house, which we might not actually. We might build a hen house instead. Because the hen house is basically gives you eggs and feathers. If you want a lot of feathers, go to the goose house. If you want a lot of eggs, go to the hen house. But we also have a food storage 2, which is an upgrade. It doubles the capacity of our food storage. And we've got the smithy and sewing hut, but we've already got a workshop 2, smithy 2, and sewing hut 2. And we're close to a kitchen 2, which are all upgrades that improve those buildings. So we might spend some time upgrading. The thing we need to look at though is we haven't got very much stone. We've got a bit of stone. Although I think so when you want to upgrade a building, here's something I did not realize for a while in the game. If I want to upgrade the resource storage, so we've got resource storage, I've got resource storage 2. If I have a resource storage 2, I can move it around and theoretically build it somewhere else, but I can also just upgrade this one, right? And when I place it, which I'm not going to do right now, whatever the building is, like if I were to upgrade the kitchen, The person working in the kitchen will be out of work until I finish upgrading it. So it's a good idea to be fully ready to upgrade it.
I had a dream in which we all had green diamonds above our heads. And
Right?
we were talking
Does that make sense? So the resource storage 2 needs certain resources. No one's working in there, so it's no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. And you see it destroys all the walls basically. And then I can go in here and I see that I need logs. I need a hell of a lot of logs, basically. So we're gonna take all the logs we can carry and start doing the resource storage. It's the resource storage, so it's where the resources are. It continues to work. The chest works. Even though I'm in the middle of upgrading the building, the chest still works. So the resource storage is the easiest one to upgrade, obviously, because all the resources are right here. And you saw that we got the Woodshed 2 unlocked just by building all of this stuff. This is going to use probably all of our logs. It's expensive upgrading, but it's worth it. I mean, you don't need to rush it. It really depends on what it is you are upgrading. There we go. Logs, planks. So what it's doing is it automatically, I wish you could do this with houses as well. It automatically upgrades the quality of the building. So it's a log wall building now, and it's got a plank roof. So I believe I've put in all the logs I need to put in. So I can get rid of logs and sticks and straw. And you get, when you upgrade, if you've got that Master of Destruction skill that I talked about earlier, you get some of the half of the resources back. So, plank roof. And the resource storage is finished. And now we have 3,000 kilograms capacity because we have one resource storage 2, which is 2,000, and we have another resource storage 1, which is over by the smithy, which is 1,000. So we've got lots of capacity. The other thing that I'm going to upgrade, and I'm going to do it right away because it's really nice, is at least one of these woodsheds. Oops. I need to get a woodshed 2. And you'll see that Amelia, my wife, she just quit work. So I need 6 planks and 1 log to upgrade that. An upgraded woodshed, a woodshed level 2, allows 2 people to work in it. And they benefit from each other's work as far as skill development goes. So once I get this done, I'm going to not only put Amelia in there, I'm going to put the guy in there. Okay, so that one's done. So I need to remember to put her back to work because she is now, you can see her down here, she is now unemployed. and she doesn't like that. So I'm going to put her on the woodshed 2. And the other lumberjack, I'm going to put them on the woodshed 2 as well. Right. And now, if we go to production, extraction. The woodshed has 2 lumberjacks on it and could have an apprentice on it. So now you can see he's just left his job at the other place and he's coming over here to continue working.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
And Amelia is coming back. So both of them are going to be working together now. So if we go to the woodshed 1, we can turn off these assignments because there's no one there. And we go to the woodshed 2 and they've got assignments. They're making wood and planks, logs and planks. I think I might actually just get them 100% of the logs. I can make planks, I can make firewood. Actually, I might put them, I lied. I might put them a little bit on firewood just to keep up with the firewood demand somewhat. We've only got 30 firewood right now and we have 227 demand. That's not great. So while we're at it, what are my excavation dudes doing? They're doing limestone and stone, which is not bad. Let's see, what have we got? We have 175 stone and we have 68 limestone. Limestone takes some time and there isn't really a quicker way to do it yourself. I mean, you can mine it yourself, but it's really tedious and you don't get much very quickly. I'm thinking maybe we upgrade, because better walls, stone walls, hold in heat better. And then everybody uses less firewood. And then you can insulate the stone walls with limestone, which is even better. So I'm gonna take Bill in here. We're gonna get as much stone as we can, upgrade those 2 houses. So, stone. Give Bill as much stone as he can handle. And get rid of that straw. So Bill and I are moving very slowly, but we don't have very far to go. I just want to upgrade these 2 houses here. And I think we talked about it before, but just to recap, you take your hammer out, you go to destroy, and you destroy the walls that are not the material you want them to be. And that kicks the people out. So you want to do this quickly, not panic quickly, but quickly. And then you get your hammer out in normal mode and you want to convert the walls, in this case to stone. You could also do wood. It's like the in-between step, but I always upgrade straight to stone. And then you can build them. I'm missing logs. That's okay, I can get some logs. Yeah, you don't want to have to go hunting for resources while you're doing this. You wanna be able to do this relatively quickly because you have, in this case, 2 people who are homeless while you're upgrading, and they're going to get very unhappy about that pretty quickly. So, put this guy in this house, and put this, or that lady, and put this guy in the same house. Again, if you need to, you can look at the sign here, and it says it's courtyard 3. This is why I name houses. So, destroy everything. And switch back to normal build mode and change it to stone. Whoops. Stone window. Stone wall. So it's all stone, I believe, and let's see what Bill has on him. He's got a lot of stone. I'm out of logs and stone. So get some logs or a log. Just get 10 again. I don't need 10. I think it's only 1, but yeah, and then some stone. That one's complete. So now every house in town has stone walls. And I can put her back in that house. So now those icons in the top go away and everybody's mood is improving. So basically now everybody should be around 30 mood. Or they will be anyway. It takes a little while for it to increase, but the mood will increase and everybody will get up to about 30.
I love the scent of wood.
So it looks like Amelia is not working, but she is off up here in the woods, I believe. She is off. Oh, no, she's not there. But she is off somewhere gathering sticks or cutting down trees or something. I almost forgot that we created a fishing hut. Huh. I haven't got anyone assigned to it at the moment. It would be nice to have someone there, but really the only reason is to have fish, which is food, which we don't really need. It's one of the, I think, one of the sort of slight weaknesses of the game, honestly. You can just make one kind of food and everybody's going to be totally fine and not care. You don't have to have food variety. You don't have to have better food. You can make the cheapest, worst food you've got, and that's fine.
Here!
So, yeah. I just realized one of you observant viewers has probably been thinking this the whole time. I just realized I am carrying around 42 simple tunics, which weigh quite a lot. I'm going to put those away. Get rid of those. Yeah. I should have done that a long time ago because that takes
Onward!
up a fair bit of my carrying capacity. By the way, one of the other things I think I'll do, and I'll do it right now, is build another resource storage. You may say, but Matt, why do you need to build another resource storage? Well, because the resource storages are magically linked, it's pretty handy to build a resource storage near town. And I'm going to do that basically because it means if you have to go back and forth, if you have to run back and forth or deposit something you bought to give it to your villagers or whatever, you can do it all from near town rather than having to ride all the way there and all the way back and all the way there and all the way back over and over and over again. So let's go build a resource storage much closer to town. And I've figured this out before because I've built on the Oxbow map before. If you're on this side of Piastovia, I'll show you where is good to build a resource storage. And I usually end up eventually building a food storage right next to it. Because when you're baking a million flatbread, you can just put it in the food storage and then pick it up closer to town at some point. So, we're almost there. If you get over here, I'm going to park Bill on this side of the road. Right here is a good spot to build a resource storage because it's not going to kill any or block any animal spawns that I care about, and it's just outside of the red area on the map. So I need to clear some trees, and this time I have to take up some stumps because I need to make space for putting the resource storage down. I'm taking these sticks just because they're here. I don't need to clear them to get them out of the way, but I'm going to need sticks, so I may as well take them while I'm here, and the stone and so on. You can also just build over these resources that are on the ground, unless you're OCD about losing resources, in which case you can just pick them up.
I could eat a horse.
Storage, resource storage 1. In this case, we want to keep it cheap. And this one also adds its capacity to the capacity of our existing resource storages. So this will add, because it's a resource 1, it'll add another 1,000 kilos to our other resource storages. These are just sticks I'm banging in. And we'll go get those logs in a minute.
The more you
right
work,
now.
the hungrier you get. I feel famished.
So now we need, well, we've still got some logs we can bring in. And we need thatch and a few more logs. Thatch is on the other side of the river. Lots of it. And Bogish is hungry. We don't want that. There you go, Bogish. Sorry. And there it is, our completed resource storage just outside of Piastovia. Very, very handy to have, and as I've said before, it is magically connected. So we can put everything we have in there. And the simple tunics are in there. So if we were to be somewhere where we could, for example, sell simple tunics. No, actually, we're about to go buy some animal feed. Let's take a couple simple tunics with us, because once we buy animal feed, our buddy Markoslav will have some money, and then he can buy some more simple tunics. We can pay for the animal feed that way. We may have to go find him at home, because it's kind of after hours, but we'll see. Unislava's on her way home. Yep, Markoslav is also on his way home. Here he is.
How do you do?
Show me your wares, Markoslav. Oh, and he's already got money again. Could have sold him more. 32 animal feed. It's not much, but it'll have to do. So the other thing, since we have so much money, is I'm going to buy all of his cherry tree seedlings and all of his plum tree seedlings. Actually, all but one.
Best goods in the realm. See you around.
Because we want to start planting those trees. They take
Giddy up.
a while to actually start bearing fruit. And it's already useful that we have a resource storage right there,
Yeah.
because if we right now go put the animal feed in it, the lady who is taking care of our pigs can feed them. We could put these in there as well, just that we're not carrying them around. And we should see that icon up in the corner go to 2. Because right now what it's saying is there are 5 animals that are not being fed. That is 3 fully grown pigs and 2 donkeys. Or, oh wait, we only have 1 donkey. Why are there 5?
Travelers of this realm are drawn to the bonfires like moths, myself included.
So somebody here was also... No, nobody here is particularly exciting to hire. So we'll maybe
Move on.
do that tomorrow. I think the 5 up there is actually... What do we got for animals? It's all of the pigs. Yeah. The donkey's fine. The pigs all need food. And they will get it tomorrow morning as soon as our pig lady wakes up and feeds them. So let's go back to the village. See you there. Here we are back at the village, and I've decided I might actually just feed the pigs myself. Just to make sure...
Nobody told me what to do, and I'm not going to argue.
So what that lady just said means she doesn't have a job. Or does it? No. Okay. I thought it would actually mean that she didn't have a job. Now you can see that the moods are all up above 30, except for her, and she's still going up. She will be above 30 shortly as well. Improved mood
Once, I found a snake in my shoe.
actually improves work efficiency as well. So I'm going to take the animal feed. I'm going to take 2 stones and 12 sticks just to put the traps back.
For privacy.
Change it up this time, just for variety. And we'll go over...
I know not every marriage is built.
and make sure that the pigs get fed. Pigs really like blocking the door. So they have lots of food. May as well collect the manure while I'm here. And I think, yeah, they're almost out of food, and I've got a little left because the pig trough, the food thing in the pig sty takes 30 food, and I had 32. So, I went ahead and bought them, so I may as well use them. I'm gonna pop another night vision potion, so that you're not squinting at a black screen. Put all this junk in the resource storage and go to bed. I think it's that time.
Why
Say
is bread so expensive? Hello there, dear.
How's our little kingdom doing? We need some extra tools for our workers. Do we really?
Have a nice day.
Who needs tools? Sometimes she tells you stuff and I wonder, the woodshed is low on axes. Okay. Tomorrow we will make some axes out of bronze, but for now, it's bedtime. Good morning, Bush. Good morning,
How's
Amelia.
your day going, my love?
All
Have
right.
a nice day.
Things are going well in our little kingdom. But we need axes for the woodcutters. So let's go down to the mining area and the smithing area. Now eventually, this all looks very, very spread out at the moment. Eventually it will all become much closer together, because we'll have some houses down here. It'll become a little sort of sub-village of its own. Let's check what we need for axes. I think it's 2 bronze and 1 log. Yeah. Let's make 5. So I'll get 5 logs. Oh, do I have any... Don't have any bronze in here, just lots of copper and no tin, yeah. Okay. And we're going to need 10 of these. So we're getting low on bronze. I should probably mine this season. 5 bronze axes. Drop those in the resource storage so our folks can get to them. Oh. Bronze X's 5. There we go. Our excavators are using bronze pickaxes. I think I should probably make some more of those as well, because if I'm going to mine, I'm going to need 1 or 2. So let's just make all of them that we can. Only 2. Okay. Definitely need. That. So, bronze pickaxes. Put them in the wheel. And this is where... Oh, Bill is still carrying stone. Okay. I often forget about my donkey's inventory. Derp. So we don't want him full of stone. We don't want us full of stone or logs. So. Oh, and speaking of unloading inventory, open your inventory and look at everything and put it on sort by weight descending. This is a good way, if you go to the top, to see what you're carrying that's really heavy. All right, and I've got a number of things that I could actually drop off before I go into the mine. This just sort of optimizes how much mining you can get done in one go. I'm gonna go back to our house and drop things there. Oh, and everybody's a little low on firewood as well. Yep. So, why am I dropping these things there? I am dropping them there because I want to make sure that nobody else uses these things. Mostly not actually a concern, but it's nice to know where your tools are as opposed to everyone's tools. So if we look at management, firewood, we have 5, we have a 200 demand. I should probably do something about that. I'm just going to take all the logs I can carry right now and turn them into firewood. Because the need is apparent. Can let that guy work. It doesn't actually make any difference. If you kick them off their workstation, they keep working technically. This is basically what Medieval Dynasty is all about, is getting distracted from the thing you were trying to do because there's a different problem to solve somewhere. This is the game. Firewood. Problem solved for now. But there's a farming problem. What is the farming problem? No tool. Oh, no hose, no bags. I guess they used all those simple bags I made. Yep. Okay. So, let's get 20 leather and make a mess of simple bags. 20 simple bags. They break really quickly, just like stone sickles do. So, it's understandable. Solve the simple bag problem, hopefully. The little icon goes away. Hello? Little icon? With farming people, it's kind of a different problem because they really do need to go and get things out of the box themselves, but she's apparently got a bag and she's got a hoe. So what's the problem? No tool. Which tool? They don't need sickles. They have bags. Milagost. Why is he on farming? I'm going to take him off of farming and sort by farming descending. 4333. Just for now, I might take her off the pigsty, put her on the farm shed. Eventually, I'll have enough farmers that is irrelevant. Now somebody else hasn't got a tool. Ah, no, sorry. It gives you that icon. It looks like there's no tool when you've got no worker. It's because I took her off the pigsty and I have manure turned up. It gives me that icon now. It goes away. Yep, cool. So now we've got 3 people.
Did you just forget to assign me a job? Or is this an implication of some kind?
And Milagost is already complaining about not having a job. He should be in the excavation shed. Yeah. So you can see him there walking off into the distance. He's going to the mine to break rocks. So, where were we going? Oh yeah, we were going to the mine. Let's go down to the mine. So watching me mine out this entire mine is probably boring. I assume it is anyway. He's investigating that rock really, really closely. So I'm gonna grab a drink. We have a well over here now, which is convenient. And then Bill and I are going to go in the mine. Because I don't have unlimited carrying capacity on anymore, I'll show you how this works with Bill. Now, a good thing to know with a donkey is you cannot call him in a mine. Yeah, that's right, Bill. You can't call your donkey in a mine. So you have to ride him in, and you have to keep riding him to move him, because he will not come when you whistle for him. I usually park him a little ways away, about where I think I might be full with my carrying capacity. I will pop some potions. I'll pop a potion of night vision so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. Strength and stamina. So, the potion of strength means I have to hit the deposits fewer times to get them done. And the stamina means I can just keep hitting them for much longer without having to stop for my stamina to regenerate all the time, which is nice. You can see down the bottom left, my inventory or my carrying capacity is filling up pretty quickly. So then we just go to Bill, and we give him all the copper and all the stone and all the tin. You can also just drop stone. Like if you're only here to get copper and tin, or you're only here to get salt or whatever, you can just drop the copper. Drop the stone, sorry. And leave it on the floor and come pick it up later. So then we get back on Bill and ride a bit further. He's already pretty full. So without unlimited carrying capacity, clearing out an entire mine is 2 or 3 trips. Bill is pretty full now. I'll keep going until I'm full, and then I have to go dump it in the resource storage and come back for more. But I will clear this mine and I will see you after I'm done. This is what it looks like when you do those trips where your donkey is full and you are also full. It just takes a little while. So here we are back down at the smithy. I've dumped the salt and the stone, and we have 105 copper ore and 78 tin ore. Pick those up. That's going to over encumber me, but I'm standing right by the forge, so I can make my bars to start with. And the tin. And the bronze. There we go. We've got quite a lot of bronze bars now. We're going to take these copper bars and copper ore, and I can make one more copper bar because I have 2 copper ore. That's why I always put the extra 1 leftover in the chest there. I'll put those there for now. 39 copper or bronze bars. And the mine is cleared. Getting time to go to bed. And we've got one more day left in autumn. Let's see how our fields are doing. We want everything to be planted for the end of autumn. And just visually, it's looking pretty good. And if we look down here, there's one field, which is onions, cabbage, and rye. Everything is basically rye. I changed one of the fields. There was one field that was wheat. I changed it to oats and rye so we can make animal food. The only advantage to wheat is when you mill the grain in the barn, you get more, but only slightly more, flour than if you're using rye. And we have so much rye, we don't care about growing wheat. So oats and rye, and that one, and then onion, cabbage, rye, so we can make flatbread with onion. In winter, I think what we'll do is upgrade our other production buildings. Yeah. But for now,
I had a dream in which we all had green diamonds above our heads and we were talking gibberish.
yeah, that's an interesting dream, my man. Check the traps as always. And it's time to go to bed. Good night, Bogush. Amelia will no doubt be along shortly.
I'd eat something.
Good morning, Bogush. Good morning, Amelia. Where is she going?
How is life treating you?
And she gives me a pottage. That's very nice. How's our little kingdom doing? All up and running, Captain Husband. Be well, my love. So, I'm really thirsty and a little hungry. Or Bogush is, anyway. I may as well eat the pottage. Pottage gives you 40 food, a lot more than dried meat. So, I accidentally just took a night vision potion. So everything looks a little bit bright for now. Sorry about that.
Here!
So, the fields are going well. We do have some stuff to sell. Let's go up and pick up. We can maybe on our last day of the season, we can do a tour. Take all of our simple tunics. They don't weigh very much. And I don't think we have anything else specifically to sell. But we can do a little tour and go to the other towns and sell there because they have merchants as well. And those merchants have money still, whereas most of our merchants do not. So I know that, I think, wait a sec. Yeah, if we follow this, it's gonna take us straight to Skauki. So let's go to Skauki. Maybe we'll pick up a quest while we're in Skauki as well. So here comes Skauki. Windy little path getting down the mountain to get into town. But if we look around, there's a couple of merchant people over here. Bojena is
Oh, it's you again.
Borgina is the cook, but she'll buy 4 tunics. When you start getting some money, cheese is a really good food because it's 90 food, so it basically fills your food gauge with 1, and it's 50% less stamina consumption. So I like to have a few cheeses on me
So long.
and eat those rather than
This
anything
lie
else.
goes from Ostoya.
Hail, friend.
Don't know the truth.
The blacksmith will also buy... Oh, he'll buy 8. Nice. We could buy something from him, but I think pretty much everything he has except iron we can make. So I wouldn't worry about it. Iron knife is sort of tempting because it'll last kind of forever.
Only
But we'll
goodbye.
leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. Who has quests? Somebody up there has a quest. Let's go looking with Bill. I think there's a merchant down the end here. There is at least the lady who sells donkeys. Yeah, and she counts as a merchant. So we can sell her.
How are you?
Some simple tunics for... Surely she wants some simple tunics. Everybody wants my
Can
simple
I
tunics.
interest? Have a nice day.
Bogush makes the best simple tunics.
Move on.
And I think that's it for merchants. Let's see if we can find... Whoop. What are you doing, Bill? Let's see if we can find whoever has that quest. Ah, I think I know which quest it is. No, Navoika.
How are you?
Is everything all right? Yes, I mean, I'm just worried. What do you worry about? My son, Nistoy. Nistoy? He's... you probably saw it yourself. Anyway, he's acting like a chicken. Oh yes, I did see. Exactly. I don't want our neighbors to look down on us. I even heard some of the children calling Nistoy Beak Boy. Relax. What do you want me to do? I don't know. Talk to him, will you? Since his father passed away all these years ago, I can't get through to that boy. I'll see what I can do about it. Don't overreact. Let's talk to Nistoy. Hello, Nistoy. Hello, mister. How's your day going? It's going well, my dear boy. I talked to your mother about you. Did you? What about me? She's worried about your little game. Worried? Why's that? I'm just goofing around with our chickens. Honestly, I don't get it either. You're clearly just having some innocent fun. Right? I'm not hurting anyone. I'm doing all my chores. I just like chickens and playing with them. I know, buddy. Parents can be hysterical at times. Don't let that affect you. Just be who you are. Thanks. It's very kind of you. I know I'm not the same as other boys and girls, but I'm not trying to be. All I want is to be happy. Nistoy is psychologically very healthy. And that makes you the smartest one of us all. Do you need anything, Nistoy? Huh. I could use some eggs and feathers. I have 2 more chicken activities to try, flying and egg sitting. And don't worry. I know how poorly they fly. I won't go jumping off of cliffs. I'll get you whatever you need, buddy. So, he wants 10 eggs and 50 feathers. Eggs, I believe, we can buy from the lady. We don't have chickens ourselves yet.
Here.
Bogush hasn't built a chicken hut yet, but... whoops, I went past her. I think she's right here. Yep, Bojena probably has eggs, and we definitely have feathers.
Oh, it.
Bojena has not enough eggs, of course.
Only the best. Goodbye.
So, I'm going to ride back to our town, our village, get 40 feathers, and we probably should also... I might actually spend the money and fast travel to Piastovia, where I can buy 2 more eggs.
How are you?
I know I was technically trying to make money, and now I'm spending money. But you gotta spend money to make money.
Let's go!
So, 2 eggs. And then we have a resource storage nearby, which we can get feathers out of. I know I have that many feathers. Yeah, one of these guys is Posnamir. And Posnamir has eggs, I'm sure.
How do you do?
Pos, show me your eggs. 2.
My wares never. See you soon.
So we've got all of the eggs, and this is, as I said, one of the convenient things about building resource storage nearby. But we have an icon in the top. What is missing? The barn is missing fertilizer. It's missing manure for fertilizer. That may be because we took one of the ladies, put her on the fields. Let's put her back on the pigsty. And let's not forget, because I always forget, turn this back up. Okay, so that's set. That icon will probably stay there for a little while until she has made enough manure for them. Let's look at the map. From Piastovia, we want to go this way. I'm just going to ride straight to Skauki. It's interesting going through the landscape sometime when you're... I mean, so far we've been spending a lot of time in the village. And it's good to just ride across the landscape occasionally. You discover things. There are abandoned buildings that I've never been to. There are maybe bandit camps, which are interesting.
Hold it.
Oh, I don't have my weapons with me. So bandit camps are not as interesting right now, because I would get my ass kicked. So I think I'm just gonna be a good boy and and ride straight to Skauki and finish that quest. Give Nistoy his feathers and his eggs. So that's why we have a resource storage right here, so that we can very conveniently ride in here and get Beak Boy his feathers. We need 40 more, I believe. Yeah.
Onward!
So, I'll see you in Skauki. Just on the way to Skauki, and I see this abandoned building in the distance. Now, I know from past experience that there is a bear that lives near this abandoned building. So we're going to try and get in there and get whatever's in there and not wake the bear up. Because even if I had my bow with me, I probably wouldn't be in any shape to fight a bear. I'm going sneaky mode. I don't see the bear. Huh. Okay. I'll take everything. Sometimes it's really tricky to hit the right spots to pick things up. There's some coins over here. Beer bottles. Don't really need those, but more coins, another potion. It's all good stuff. There's a clay jug. These are also kind of useless. They're not really particularly useful, but they're good for decoration. Somehow the bear doesn't seem to be around, which is fine by me. Don't need a wooden shovel. I think that's it for this hut. Probably someone in the comments will tell me that I missed something, and I probably did. But that's fine. So, on the way to Skauki. See you there. We just stopped in a little cave on the way to Skauki. And this cave is what used to be a mine. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's something interesting to find in here. Hopefully it's not wolves. So it's still a mine. There are things you can mine in here. But I think it's only salt. But I vaguely remember there being something in here. I think I just ran in a circle. Yeah, this is a mine that you can mine for iron.
How is life treating you?
You look kind of familiar. Have we met before? I doubt it, but I get that all the time. I come from a really large family. We all look alike. Maybe you've met one of my brothers or my sister. That must be it.
Have a nice day.
That's not the guy I was looking for, though. There's a Nazi boar. Oh, this is the mine that connects to the mine in the town. So, early game tip, if you want to get iron, the only place you can get it early is this mine. So you come to Skauki, and where the bell tower is and the wagon guy, you just come along here and go into the mine. And you can go into that mine and just mine iron. They don't mind. It's not a problem. There's also tin and copper, but there's iron, which you don't find in any other mines. And you get 3 or 4 iron ore for each one you mine. So this can be a handy way of getting iron really early. It's not that useful to you really early because you can't make iron tools yet. But you can sell iron ore, or bars. You can make bars. You can sell that for a good bit of money right at the beginning of the game. So it's not a bad thing maybe to come down here and clear out at least the iron in this mine. Tin, copper, iron. I'm not going to completely clear it out because we're almost done with the season. And I also don't want to overload myself. But they don't mind if you mine. You can come into their mine and take their iron, and that is not stealing, and it's not a problem. Speaking of overloaded, where is Bill? Bill's probably in the mine. Yep, there comes Bill out of the mine. He was in there all the time, hiding behind me. And I can give him all of this iron ore and this stone, and then I can ride him up to Nizoi, or whatever his name was. Chicken Boy. This is also, by the way, when you have built a hen house and you want to buy chickens, this is where you buy chickens. I should have built a hen house before I came here. So, here's Nistoi. Do you have everything? Sure, it's all yours. Great, thank you very much. Now I can explore being a chicken even further. You're welcome. Would you like to play with me, mister? I thought you'd never ask. So I got a new emote out of that. I forget where it is. There it is. So if you want the chicken emote, you now know how to get it. So I think this is a good spot to call it. I've done pretty much everything I can this season. Let's get a drink. And I'm apparently dirty. Now I'm clean. That's good. And I'm going to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you're enjoying this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you want to see the next episodes, please give the channel a sub. It really does help. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. And I hope you're enjoying your Medieval Dynasty. Bye-bye.
Giddy up.